What if I told you that you do not have to pay expensive international roaming fees when you go to the Bahamas? Yes, that's right. You can actually save some money while in the Bahamas, even though the Bahamas themselves are quite pricey, but it's a way to save money, and that's by getting yourself a Bahamian SIM card. And in this video I will tell you all you need to know about SIM cards in the Bahamas. So let's just get started, shall we? Hi! It's Otto for Phone Travelers here, where we talk about everything related to traveling with your phone, such as buying a SIM card in the Bahamas. If videos like this sound interesting to you, make sure to subscribe to this channel. The Bahamas, beautiful place, a lot of beaches, cause well, islands, and beautiful beaches I would say, nice blue water, and there's just, well, a lot of reasons to go to the Bahamas. But international roaming can be so incredibly expensive that I would almost say it's criminally expensive. But luckily for most travelers, you can get yourself a local SIM card when traveling, and the same counts for the Bahamas. So here I will tell you all you need to know, even the secrets about SIM cards in the Bahamas, such as which SIM card is the best. But first we need to know about the operators in the Bahamas, because you actually have two. One is BTC and the other one is Aliv, even though it's spelled as Aliv for some reason, but it's pronounced as Aliv. How much will a SIM card cost you? Well, when you go with BTC, it will cost you 15 BSD, standing for Bahamian dollar. But be aware that the Bahamian dollar is pegged 1-to-1 with the US dollar, so you could say 15 USD, but I would just say BSD because, well, I'm stubborn. Or if you go with Aliv, it will cost you, hey, I made a mistake myself. If you go with Aliv, it will cost you 30 BSD, but you'll get a package called the Liberty 30 package, which will come with data, minutes, and SMS. So yeah, it's more expensive, but you get some perks for that. And we'll talk more about that package and packages a little bit later as well. So where can you buy yourself a SIM card in the Bahamas? You have to go to the official stores of these operators. So you go to a BTC store or an Aliv store, where you can get yourself a SIM card. But when you go there, make sure to bring your passport with you, because SIM card registration is mandatory in the Bahamas, which applies to most places in the Caribbean. And BTC actually wants you to bring two forms of identification. So in addition to your passport, a national ID, your driver's license, not your social security card, because well, that's useless except for in the US. But yeah, a second form identification is necessary with BTC. With Aliv, passport is usually just fine, but they may have upped their requirements. Just before we actually go to the best SIM card in the Bahamas, I actually want to let you know that the frequencies used in the Bahamas, they use American frequencies. On the map you will see 3 different regions, 1, 2, and 3. So everything in blue, that's American, so they use American frequencies. I don't want to go too much in depth about frequencies in this video, because I have a video up there where I tell you more about that. But you need to be aware of that they use American frequencies here, and if you have a phone from the IT region 1 or 3, then there's a chance that you may not be able to use your phone. But that's for another video. For now, which SIM card is the best in the Bahamas? The thing is, both operators, they are fine, the best, they are good, great, excellent. Okay, maybe not excellent, but they are both good. They are good in a good ways, they have good coverage, good speeds, and yeah, they are almost on par, except for the fact that Aliv is slightly cheaper than BTC, and they are a little bit more generous with the allowances compared to BTC. So if I had to pick one to say that if one had to be better, it would be Aliv. Yes, I almost want to say BTC, but no, it's Aliv. Okay, so what about topping up, recharging, reloading, whatever term you want to use? Well, if you get yourself a BTC SIM card, you better reload, because, well, you pay 15 BSD and you get nothing. You can get yourself top-up vouchers all over the Bahamas. You don't have to go to the official stores of BTC or Aliv. So you can go to a corner shop, cafe, some restaurants even sell top-up cards, which is quite interesting, but hey, it is how it is. And you get yourself a voucher, regardless if you go with BTC or Aliv. To recharge your SIM card, you have to dial *202 and then the pound key. After that, you insert the voucher code. So if the voucher code would be 123456, then you would enter 123456. And if you want to check your balance, you have to dial 201 and the pound key, and then you'll see your balance on the screen. And this applies to both BTC and Aliv. So coverage, I already said that coverage in Bahamas is quite extensive with both operators. This, yeah, it's just okay. There's not much more to say. So what about speeds in the Bahamas? Well, we need to be aware that internet speeds in or on islands are usually slower than, well, countries on land for various reasons. But in the case of the Bahamas, speeds are not too bad. According to speed test, the average download speed in the Bahamas is 29 megabits per second, and the upload speed is like 12, whereas the world average right now is 36 and the upload is 11. So the Bahamas is slightly below the world average, but it's not too slow, it's still manageable. Yes, if you come from like United Arab Emirates, China, South Korea, where they have average download speeds of like 100 megabits per second, yes, 29 will be slow, but for the world average or compared to many place around the world these speeds are. Okay, so what about internet rates? Before we talk about the packages, I just want to quickly compare the prices in the Bahamas with other places and the Caribbean. Well, internet prices are not too expensive in the Bahamas. The Caribbean average for 1 gigabyte of data, according to cable.co.uk, is 7.19 USD, whereas the average in the Bahamas is 6.2 USD. So it's below the Caribbean average. So yeah, quite cool. Okay, let's talk about packages, or at least packages that include data. BTC has 2, and whereas Aliv has 1. So let's just go through those packages. With BTC, you have the prepaid combo bundles, which are combo bundles for data, minutes, and SMS. And showing them on the screen, you get data, YouTube data, which is 1 hour of YouTube, which equals 500 megabytes, at least according to them. You get unlimited WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger. Well, it says unlimited, but it's actually 7 gigabytes, which is quite generous, but it's not really as unlimited as you would think. For example, in Kuwait they have like 1 terabyte for like unlimited, so yeah, that's a big difference. But that's Kuwait, that's a different place. Some on-net minutes, and an on-net minute is a call from a BTC number to another BTC number, whereas if you would call to an Aliv number, that would be considered off-net. International minutes to Canada and the United States, and on-net SMS. If you only need data, you can go for the prepaid data plans, coming with simply data. Then with Aliv, you have the freedom/liberty plans. I think they just refer to them as plans, but they have 2 different names depending on the bundle you choose. You've quite some options, starting from 4 BSD all the way up to 440 BSD. As you can see, there are some freedom plans and liberty plans coming with data. There's one, or actually 2 plans that come with unlimited data. One comes with a fair use limit of 30, the other one comes with 100. But be aware that if you go over these limits, then Aliv will most likely throttle your speeds, and they deserve the right to cancel your service. Don't go over these fair use policies or limits. Then you get unlimited on-net minutes, which is, well, not really unlimited, but still. Same for SMS, off-net minutes, off-net SMS, and yeah, those are your plans. So that's what you need to know about buying a SIM card in the Bahamas. Quite straightforward, I would say. So which SIM card are you gonna go with? Are you going to go with BTC or Aliv? Comment down below and let me know. Once again, I'm Adu from Phone Travelers, where we talk about everything related to traveling with your phone, such as local SIM cards, local SIM card reviews, international roaming. On the screen you will see some related videos. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.